Match here for round number 6. We'll see what game we are in. I believe game number 2, so we will update here for you guys on who did win game number 1. And now we begin things for game number 2. It looks like Tim did win game. Actually, we're in game number 3, excuse me. So, Thompson will sacrifice a Scalding Tarn to get himself a Blood Crypt.
And apparently it's a little colder over in the feature match area. Charity's taking care of that with a hat.
He's a big fan of his beanie. Likes to hide the hair. Just, some people like to wear a skull cap. I think of Michael Jacob always wearing a hat.
Sure.
Gerry Thompson, the same way. He's got a Bitter Blossom here on turn number 2. Good card in this matchup. I'm not much of a hat wearer.
Okay.
When I play Magic, it's kind of uncomfortable.
You gave Matthias the hat that he wears all the time, right?
No, Matthias, those are his own hats. He's got a collection of hats.
I thought that was a gift from you.
No, that's who would tell you that? No.
It just seemed like...
If Matthias would like me to get him a hat, I'm more than happy to.
Okay.
But that man takes his hat collection very seriously.
I would think so.
He has hats from different countries. I know that because he gets them on his Pro Tour stops. So, yeah, it's just... The hat game is all him, man. I would look horrible in those hats. That hat is for a special type of person. I have a very big head, so I don't wear hats very much. That's all. Very, very passionate about hats.
All right.
Here's an Inquisition of Kozilek.
I'll try not to make fun of the size of your head.
Look, if that's where you want to draw the line here, just go after this. Go after this thing that I have no control over. Then, by all means, fire away.
Everything else is in play, but not the head.
Snapcaster Mage among the cards here in Tim's hand. Looks like there's a Counter Squall over there as well. We'll see what Thompson does want to select here with this Inquisition. As he did make a Bitter Blossom token to start his turn. That's why he's down to 18 already.
And people might think I'm making fun of Gerry T. I'm actually a big Gerry T fan.
You guys used to live together.
I lived with him for a while.
Little known fact.
Yep.
Former roommates, Craig Krempels, Gerry Thompson. Lightning Bolt's going to hit the graveyard. In Indianapolis House of Magic players.
Oof, it was something.
It was the middle 2000s. A great time to be alive. See, the stories from that house, we call that SCG After Dark.
A lot of them are a little racier.
Yeah, so if FCG After Dark ever becomes a program, got a lot of stories you can tell.
A lot.
About the Indiana Magic house.
A lot.
A lot of Grand Prix champions in that house. A lot of trophies in that house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lifetime pro points there. Michael Crum.
Yep.
Gabriel Walls. Nick Little. Who am I? Nate? Why can't I think of Nate's last name? It's not Nate Price, is it?
It is.
Yeah, Nate Price. Works for Wizards of the Coast.
Yep. Does coverage for them.
Yeah. A great house. Here's a Tassiger. That's going to resolve very quickly as we head back Thompson's way. He'll make another fairy token, draw a card. One thing that Tim Ealey has here is only 2 land, unfortunately for him. We'll see if this Bitter Blossom token is going to come in the red zone or not.
Yeah, it looks like Gerry T's got a Terminate in his hand, so he already has an answer for the Tasker.
He's going to start by attacking from 1 in the air. That's Watergrave that's going to enter the battlefield untapped. And here's... might be P.A. Kieran. Now there it is.
Yeah, he's choosing to develop his board and then deal with that Tasker later.
2 Thopters on the way here for Thompson. Ealey going to draw a card. Blackleaf List is timely. It's a 3rd land. It's pain-free, and it does enter the battlefield untapped. Oh, man. I got more.
Yeah, how's our set coming together?
I got more Blood Diamond tweets.
All right.
Yes. This is exciting. It doesn't take much to excite me, but this is exciting. Tasker got chump blocked by a fairy token. Thompson with a Counter Squall in hand, Terminate, Snapcaster Mage. Hand looks pretty good here for Gerry. He's going to come into the red zone here with Pia and Kieran, a couple Thopters, and a fairy token.
Yeah, right now it looks like he's well in control of the game.
Looks like we might have a Snapcaster Mage here, and we do. See if this is going to resolve. Thompson's life total a little bit lower than the opponent's right now, simply because of Bitter Blossom, along with some Ravnica Shock lands.
Yep.
Snapcaster Mage is going to trade here with Pia and Kieran.
Oh, it didn't even have a target.
Yeah, his graveyard's going because of Tassiger.
Yep, that's interesting.
That's one of the poorest Snapcaster Mages we've seen today. I am curious if we're... So, I think Thompson's in a situation right now where he has this Terminate. Okay, he's going to play it on the upkeep. I was curious if he was going to cast it or not because he can just keep chump blocking with the Fairy, but... I like playing it on the upkeep because if there is a counter spell that is involved, like this Counter Squall, you counter there, Thompson going to counter back, Terminate going to resolve, Ealey also going to lose 2 from the Counter Squall. It's a good exchange there from Thompson. Also, that's going to take up Tim's entire turn.
Yeah, it's a big swing.
Inquisition the draw for the turn. Well, it does have something he can cast.
Yeah, that's a fortunate draw.
Staticaster, Snapcaster Mage. Jerry already putting the Snapcaster Mage in the graveyard. I think he knows that's gone. Another Fairy token on the way, going to tie things up at 10. Mana Leak to draw. Mana Leak's...
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's really good. Here's an attack for 4. Ealey going to go down to 6. Don't think Tim found the next land here, unfortunately. Looks like he might have a Jace to play.
Yep.
Don't know if there's any way out for Tim here.
It's tough. Those redundant fairies are just going to get the job done.
Do you play Bitter Blossom in your builds of Grixis Control?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you surprised it hasn't seen, I guess, more of an impact since it got unbanned? It's a really powerful card.
A lot has changed since it was banned.
That's true.
You know, the format's always growing. It's always getting bigger, so the decks just get better and better.
I think a lot of people were hoping that, you know, fairies would just be a thing again. And that's clearly not been the case. I think the fairies is a deck that people can play, but, you know, it's not like 2009 when fairies was oppressive. It was frustrating.
But you look at what you can do for 2 mana, and you know now you get Jace, you get Tarmogoyf, you can get Tassigers for super cheap. All of these might just be better options than Bitter Blossom.
Sure. A Jace activation, no help there for Tim, and he will concede the game. Gerry Thompson going to win this match here over Tim Ealey. 2-1. Grixis Control going to take care of Grixis Twin, and for Thompson, he is 6-0 here this weekend. Came into the weekend with, I believe, just 1 bye, but making the most of it with Grixis Control, a deck that he's been pretty passionate about in this format.